Hey guys, Curlz here and welcome to my channel and welcome to the second video of this hair tip series. So if you haven't watched the first one, go ahead and watch that as well. I will put the link down below and I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So in this video, as you can see from the title, I'll be sharing some tips on how you can keep your hair nice and moist during the hot summer. So getting right into the tips, the first tip I have for you is to create some spray bottle mixes. And what I mean is that not everyone has time to moisturize their hair daily. Let's just be real. Yeah, the ElleAye method may be awesome and all of that, but I don't have time to do the ElleAye method every single day and do it thoroughly, I mean. So what I would suggest is that you make a few spray bottle mixes, and that will just help you to be able to keep up with moisture. Even if it's just every other day, you would have the spray bottle mixes and you can spray it on your hair as you go, and whenever you see your hair needs a little pick-me-up, a quick pick-me-up that is. And a few of the mixtures that I suggest are, well, first of all, you don't have to mix anything. You can just use water, spray that on your hair, and then put on a light butter over it. But a mixture that you can use, I have it on my phone, sorry. A mixture that you can use is water and glycerin. I don't have the glycerin with me right now, but I will put a picture of how it looks on the screen. And what this does is the glycerin helps to pull all of the moisture from the air, and it kind of brings it into your hair. So the heat would actually be working with you. All of the humidity, the water from the humidity would actually be pulled to your hair strands. Another mixture would be water and your favorite moisturizing conditioner. Now you don't want to put, I guess it depends on the kind of consistency you want. I personally don't like it to be too thick because then I start to get the buildup and the white residue on my hair a little sooner than I want to. So it depends on how thick or how watery you want it. Then you would decide how much conditioner to water, the ratio that you would want to put in the bottle. Another mixture would be water, conditioner, and oil. You can add some olive oil in there, and that helps to keep your hair nice and moist and shiny as well. Or you can add the water, conditioner, and a little bit of the glycerin. So you can go ahead and play around with it and see which mixture works best for you. But that's my first tip on how you can keep your hair moist during this hot summer. So for my second tip, I would say that you should keep up with your co-washes and your deep conditioners. And if you want to, you can throw in the baggy method. Now obviously these three take a little bit more time. They're not a pick-me-up like the spray bottle mix. So you would have to take your time and detangle your hair when you co-wash, when you deep condition, and all of that. But that right there shows that you care about your hair, doesn't it? Yeah, it's summer and you want to have fun, but you got to make sure that you take care of your hair. So I would say keep up with your cold washes, your deep conditioners. You may have to do it a little more often during the summer depending on your hair type and how your hair reacts to the sun and all of the heat. But I would suggest for sure to keep up with that. If you're interested in watching the videos that I have on me washing my hair, deep conditioning, or even the baggy method, I go a little bit more in detail with how I do the baggy method. But what it basically is that you would moisturize your hair and put a bag over it, and the heat and all of that moisture would penetrate your hair strands. You can do it overnight, and some persons do it just for a few hours, and you don't put any of the conditioner that you would wash out. You would put in a leave-in conditioner or some moisturizer or oils, whatever you choose, and you don't wash it out. So believe it or not, my third tip is actually to make sure you clarify your hair with shampoo. If you use shampoo or clays, whatever you use to clarify your hair, make sure you keep up with clarifying your hair. Now I know this may seem weird because it's summer, it's hot, and you want to keep moisture in your hair, and shampoos usually kind of strip that away. But if you keep adding on the conditioners, the moisturizers, and the oils, your hair is going to eventually have a lot of buildup, and as you try to moisturize it, it won't, because there's so much buildup, the water and all of that moisture will not be able to get to your strand because they will already have a barrier. So you want to make sure that you have clean hair every once in a while as you keep on adding in the moisture to make sure that it actually does what it has to do. because then you'd be frustrated wondering why you're moisturizing your hair, you're spraying it, but it's not getting moist, it's actually drying up. So that could be the reason why your moisturizers aren't working. You may have product buildup, so make sure this summer, as you keep adding on those moisturizers, the oils and all of that you're trying to protect your hair, you know, make sure you go ahead and clarify as well. So my next tip would be to avoid direct sunlight onto your hair. Now obviously you're not going to be able to cover up your hair for the whole summer because you want to make sure you know, look cute and show your curls and all of that. So whenever you're able to incorporate a cute scarf or a cute hat into your wardrobe, that would be great because it actually protects your hair from the sun and all of the elements that could damage it. So that's my next tip. So one last thing, I don't know if you would consider this a tip or not. I think it is actually a great tip. Just do it as you go. Don't stress over trying to keep up with this regimen for the summer, and you know, you make your hair, you turn your hair into a chore instead of just enjoying it this summer. Don't stress over that. Make sure that as you go, and if you see your hair needs to be moisturized, moisturize your hair. If you see you have product buildup, wash your hair. If you see like you need a little bit more work, then try the baggy method or deep condition or something like that, but try not to overdo it or obsessed with moisturizing your hair, because if you didn't know, you can actually over moisturize your hair, and that can also cause your hair to break off. So even though your hair may break off when it's dry, it can also break off when it's too moist because it starts to get really stringy and limp, and it kind of like stretches like an elastic and then it pops. So you don't want to go into the overpower drive, I don't know if that makes sense, but you don't want to like overly moisturize your hair and it still damages because you're obsessing over trying to moisturize and keep it from being dry and breaking off. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. So make sure that there's a balance, just breathe and take it as you go, and you should be fine this summer. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found it to be helpful, and like I said, go ahead and watch the first video and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you'd be able to see the other videos from the series that I have coming up. One last thing, if you were to do any of these tips or any of the tips in the first video or any of the videos that are coming up, go ahead and tag me on Instagram in like your photos of your cute hairstyles or whatever, and you can tag me. I'll put my Instagram name on the screen. And if you're a little shy and you don't really want to tag me personally, you can go ahead and hashtag SHT for summer hair tips, and I'll just know that you are a part of the persons watching the series. So hope you enjoyed the video as I said before, and I'll see you in my next one.